Hello, I'm Kevin McTaggart, and in this episode of the McTaggart Attack podcast, I want to talk about forgiveness. That's right, forgiveness. I want to talk about forgiveness. Why do I want to talk about forgiveness? Well, one reason is, as I've talked about before, I've been listening to this audiobook. I've listened to it a couple times now, because there are two books, and I've listened to a few of them multiple times. It's called, they're the You're a Badass series of books. There's two of them. One's called You're a Badass, and one's called You're a Badass at Making Money. It's from this author, and I think she's a life coach, Jen Sincero, Sincero, and the way she conveys her message has touched me, has affected me. It's affected me. It's made me think. She's explained stuff that I'd otherwise scoff at and think was stupid and would want nothing to do with. But then she explains it and it makes sense. You know? And one of the things that she talked about in her book that I heard recently, it's like I didn't catch it the first time I listened to it, because I listen to these books when I'm driving, and a lot of times I start daydreaming, and instead of listening to the words, staying in the moment and listening to the words of the book, you know, that she's reading from. And there was one thing that she mentioned in her book, and that was forgiveness. Like, forgiving people. It's basically it. You have to forgive people. And I'm going to be honest, I was a little... I think when I first heard it, I'm like, yeah, right, I can skip that part. Fuck that. Don't need to listen to that. I don't need that part of the book. I don't give a shit about forgiveness. Are you kidding me? Forgiveness? Really? Really? Listen, there are some people out there that have really pissed me off over the years in my life. There's no fucking way I'm going to forgive those assholes, okay? But then I listened to the book again, and I've been sort of struggling with it, actually. Actually, I take that back. So I listened to it at one time, and I try to follow the principles of the book, but it doesn't help when you follow just part of the book. She even talks about that in the book. You need to, do everything she says in the book. And one of the things is forgiveness. Because, think about it. For me, anyway, my perspective is, say someone makes me mad. Okay? Let's say anybody. Former coworkers or whatever. People who've just rubbed me the wrong way. Who just have angered me or that have pissed me off. You could name anybody, a plethora of things, but I'm not going to do that. But it's like, and I hold on to that. And I'm mad at those people. And then they see me and they act like nothing's wrong. They're like, they don't know that I hate them. They don't know that I'm angry at them. They don't know that they did something that really hurt my feelings. Or maybe they do, and they just don't care. But if they don't know and they don't care that I'm mad at them, what's the point of me being mad? All that hostility and anger that I have towards that person or persons is fucking meaningless. It just builds up, and it's just pointless to have that resentment towards people, that hatred towards people, you know? Even if they hated me too. I mean, like, who fucking cares? You're mad at someone. Well, I mean, it's fine to have that emotion, but it's fine to be mad at people. But to hold on to that anger and resentment and for years, sometimes decades, is fucking stupid. You could be mad. I can be mad at someone, but you shouldn't hold on to it forever. So that's why her part about forgiveness, resonates with me. I'm like, yeah, just saying that I forgive those people. Just saying the words, I forgive such and such. I don't want to mention any names. But, and I did that. I talked about it. I said it to myself that I forgive a former director who caused me to hate my job. I forgave a former team lead who caused me to also hate my job. I forgave this guy Joe that I was in college with because he was a total dick to me. But I forgave him because it makes no fucking sense for me to be mad at these people. I can forgive relatives who've pissed me off over the years. I had one aunt who yelled at me as a kid, and I've held on to that forever. And I forgive her. I don't have to tell her that I forgive her, because she doesn't know that she made me mad. She doesn't know that, that was like an early childhood image. Like, she yelled at me, and I hated her forever, because my mom told me to hate her forever. And that's stupid. It's stupid to hold on to these feelings. It's not wrong to have these feelings, but to hold on to these awful, negative, angry feelings for the rest of your fucking days. No, you shouldn't be negative about shit, unless no, there's no exceptions. There's no unless. There's no unequivocal, is that it, even what I'm trying to say? There's no fucking reason for me to hold on to this anger towards anybody. It's fine to be angry at people for a short period of time. I don't know how long. Probably until as long as you realize it's pretty stupid to be angry at them still. Because what's the point? What is you being angry at this person gonna solve? What good will it do for you to be angry at someone who's done you wrong? What good is it gonna do? It's not gonna do any good at all. None. All it's gonna do is make you hate that person forever. And then when the next person makes you mad, you'll just add them to your fucking list. It's stupid. Don't hold on to it. Don't hold on to the anger. Cherish the good moments. Cherish the positive moments. With everything. Hold on to the positive shit. Let go of the negative stuff, because it's only going to make you feel worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and fucking worse. Sure, there's people that piss me off, and I'm trying to forgive people, or trying to find ways as to why this is a learning. Try to find some good out of it. It's better to live life trying to find the goodness in stuff and trying to hold on to the positive aspects of things instead of being the negative Nancy or the angry person about it, or holding grudges against people. Holding grudges. Never hold grudges. I know I joke with people and say that I'm a Taurus and I hold grudges, but I need to stop holding grudges. Because it's stupid to hold grudges. No one gives a shit. No one fucking cares that you hold a grudge. No one. Not a single one. No one fucking cares that you have a grudge about people. No one. Nobody cares about your grudges. You hear me? It's stupid to hold a grudge. For whatever reason. You can be mad at someone You can choose not to talk to them anymore, but don't, like, hate them or anything. You know? You can hate them for a period of time, whatever period of time suits you, just as long as it's not the rest of your fucking life. Just doesn't make sense, you know? It's just ridiculous to be angry and mad at people for such a long period of time, because it doesn't solve anything. It doesn't make you feel good. It's just that whenever you see this person, you're going to remember that you hate them. And I'm like, whatever. I don't hate them. I want to hate people. I'm tired of hating people. I'm not saying I'm going to go around and love everybody regardless of what they do to me. No, I'm still going to be mad at people, but it's like I'm going to let it go. Like that Disney song. You just have to let it go at some point. Write it down. Talk it out. Just write it down, type it out, do something with it. Make comedy material about it. You know? It's just ridiculous that people hold on to grudges. That I do it. I'm gonna try not holding grudges against anyone anymore. You know, because nobody cares that I have a grudge against them except me. And holding a grudge against someone does nothing. So I'm just saying that if you've pissed me off in the past, and that's a lot of people for various reasons, for which I can't go through, this entire podcast stuff because I'll run out of time. But if you've pissed me off, but you don't know that you've pissed me off, I'm just letting you know that I forgive you. And that's the bottom line. If you smell what the McTaggart Attack podcast is cooking for this episode. Thank you so much for downloading this episode. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Subscribe, rate, and review. If you like the podcast, tell your friends. If you hate the podcast, tell your enemies. Tell somebody, is all I'm trying to say. I want more and more downloads. I've gotten a lot of downloads in the past couple weeks, and I'd like that to just keep exponentially growing as I keep doing this podcast. If there's topics you want me to talk about, let me know. Well, there is What's Pissing You Off Wednesdays. But, yeah. You can reach me via email, McTaggartAttack@gmail.com. Find me on Twitter, @KevMcT. Find me on Instagram, @McTaggartAttack. Find my Facebook page, and then find the Facebook page for the McTaggart Attack podcast. Have a great night, everybody.